Welcome to the Mindstorm Productions podcast with your hosts and Auntie Ange.
Hello, everybody. Mindstorm here.
Hello, everybody.
How are you all doing?
Go on, say hello. You don't want to say hello now, do you? Getting your legs everywhere. I need the stool,
Getting all
please.
hyper.
Don't lick my face.
Yeah, how's everybody doing? I don't know if anybody saw during the waiting screen, but a video played that should not have played yet.
What was it?
It was the interview.
Ah,
Yeah, that should not have played yet
he
because...
did a sneaky he nipped to the loo and he decided to play.
Yeah, decided to
It was
play and I was
being an eager
like...
beaver.
And I saw it and I was like, God.
It was being an eager beaver.
Yeah. So, But yeah, so that's what's happened. Anyway, so welcome to today's podcast. We've got a few topics today. YLYL, news,
Yeah.
last meal, etc, etc.
Yeah, where do I start? I'm like a little child in a candy shop.
Well, I was thinking we could probably start with your peanut butter things since they're dropping all over the place.
Well, no. I left a note last week when I left. It was first time Mum left my room tidy.
Oh yeah, so normally every time my Auntie Ange comes in, does a podcast or does a
With bits
live
of
stream,
paper.
or does a live stream or anything like that, she has a little bits of paper and all, and what else? Like your tea, your stuff.
Completely live, aren't you, with everything?
Yes, we're live.
And the mic's working.
Yes, everything's working.
Yeah. So
She normally tends to leave it in my office when she walks out, and so I have to be like, "You've made a mess in my office." Yes.
And what did I do last week? Because I didn't stream on Thursday. I was supposed to do a course and meeting. I forgot all about this meeting. Civil Civic Society meeting it was. Come on, you can tell what I did.
You took it all out this time.
Took it all out. And then
Took it all out for the
I was
first
just
time.
jotting a note on the board, and he was about to say something as I picked it up, and he go, "Oh, you're taking rubbish." I said, "Hence why I wrote a note on the board."
Yeah.
Yep. So, anyway, on my Twitter, I put on there about scrape, and I forgot to put the E in it. Excuse me, COVID did it.
How you like to scrape everything out.
Yeah, how many people out there, you know, when you've got tomato ketchup at the end, or you have shampoos and your conditioner and stuff, or your jars, how many of you tip it upside down and get every little out? To a point, I unscrew the lid on the ketchup and scrape it around, because I am that bad. What about your jars? Now, do you do the jars? Because, see this little beauty? Well, I can see, as you can see in there, practically empty, because I'm on peanut butter now.
Except for the edges.
I
can get that.
get every single ounce of that out.
So yeah, she likes
that
to.
can get me on 2 pieces of toast or 2 pieces of bread.
She likes to.
Sorry, just quickly, where's the long extension?
The wheel one.
Yeah.
Where's the one with the wheels with the four?
Oh, I don't bloody know. Somewhere
Is it
around
in
the house.
on me shelf by the door? Front door. If not, you'll have to get the other one out the shed.
Lovely.
It's after the extension cable. So anyway, and I can get 2 more pieces of that.
Just watching
Of
Blue,
that.
watching it. It's like.
Can you smell? Lovely. Lovely. Yes, your tongues go mental. Peanut butter. Yeah, and at the jars, because we're having the jars and they're practically empty, and then Callum will come up to me and go, "Go on, Mum, do your magic, get the last scraping," and I'm like,
Except for that.
I'll get that. I haven't finished that yet. That will go on my toast. I was going to do it this morning on my toast, and I thought, no, I'll leave it for my podcast.
So how about you
So
guys?
how many more people are like me, dead stingy? Yeah.
So-
Somebody else would put that in the bin, wouldn't they? Look,
Yeah,
they'll put that in the
I was
bin.
getting to that bit. So saying, how about you
I
guys?
wouldn't.
Do you scrape every last little bit out of the jars and the tubs and the bits?
Yeah.
Like, well, there's one I saw a long time
shampoo.
ago.
I do the same shampoo. I even cut the tubes and.
I just make sure, like, I give it a few seconds, squeeze until it's completely empty, and then I chuck it out of the shower and get it into the bin.
Smart ass.
Yeah. which is why sometimes if you hear a lot of clunking in the shower,
Yeah.
that's me just trying to chuck the thing into the bin from across the bathroom. Yeah, I saw a thing a little while back where somebody cuts like the toothpaste tube open and scrapes out from there. I showed her that once years ago, and she was like, "You can't do that. That's silly," and all sorts, because she was trying to discourage me being a stingy person, and which I ended up becoming anyway.
I do as well.
It didn't work.
Wow.
Do you? Because I haven't been the one that's chucking them away after I like roll them up as tight as possible.
Oh yeah,
and
get them
squeeze them.
most of it out. But I have done it before. I've cut it when I haven't got a spare tube. I then cut it and then get the bit out to brush my teeth, and then I go off and get the toothpaste.
Okay.
Because I forget sometimes. You run out, don't you? And then you forget something. Teeth. Scrape it. See, and they've been finishing off a bit more of my landing today. So once we get that done, we'll
Yeah,
have
I've
to
been
take a picture.
doing some tiles on the floor. That's
They're
very
sticky
nearly
ones
done.
because it's cheap. Cheap and cheerful. Just in case a little accident happens.
But he's been good.
And I'm not pointing at me.
Yeah.
But he has been good.
Do you
but
need
it's
to wear an
wooden
adult
floor.
nappy? Or diaper, as Americans understand it as.
And yeah, well, he hasn't had one, but it's wooden flooring because it's that cheap MDF slabs, not beautiful wooden flooring, slabs it down, so it's easy to clean and it won't stink into the wood. That's why we put it down.
Yeah, because
And
you
I'm
were
not
going to do
gonna do
carpet,
it.
but
Yeah.
he was having lots of accidents at the time, so you got tiles. But then by the time you got tiles, he's
not been good.
He's been good, and the thing is, it would have been much easier to just get carpet and clean the mess than it would have been to do these bloody tiles. They don't stick down. It's so frustrating. And then we get some of that glue adhesive, whatever, and that doesn't even work on
Yeah,
it
but that
neither.
is old and it's been outside in your grandma's outside shed, so it's been a bit old. So yeah. So I don't know where today's gone. Sitting doing paperwork, and there you go when you're doing paperwork and researching and reading up and so that makes you feel and a couple of things and quick catch up with social media because I don't do a lot on Twitter. So go to Twitter. Da-da. I tell you what I want to watch is that Channel 5 Rick Charles Poorhouse, how it made their lives better. I'm still waiting for them to make my life better.
Yeah.
Yes, still waiting.
We actually haven't really had a change except for probably.
House move. You finishing off your degree.
But like
Me being
like,
a counsellor.
these aren't impacts from
The
after
programme.
doing the program. No,
These are from what
this
we've
is us
done.
that we've had to build up ourselves, and it's still been tiring and exhausting.
Yes, actually, I'm going to suggest something to them and see if that will work. I say, if you want to make your life better, I'd like to do this, blah, 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 blah. That's a good idea.
Speaking of building
But you
self
don't know
up and
what
all
yet.
sorts, I had a viewer yesterday for the live stream, and they asked me how do I. Well, they said they asked me for advice for streaming, and I mean, like, I'm a small time person, so I'm quite surprised somebody's asked me, but yeah, I
because
basically
the big ones don't want to know and answering the question, so eventually
ignoring
came to
people.
you.
That's not very nice.
Give it.
Wow.
That'll teach you a lesson for saying nappy then earlier, wouldn't it? Or diaper, as Americans say. Look at his face.
Horrible. Anyway, yeah, and
He loves his
I was just saying, you want to
mommy.
make sure you talk to your audience because they're important. Your audience is what helps you become who you are. So,
Oh, shall we tell him about our experience? Was it yesterday?
in a bit.
He told you it's like being a child in a candy shop or a sweet shop.
And yeah, I was just saying, like, you want to talk to your audience because they are important. They are, they're the people. They want to come see you and they want to interact with you and they want to get to know you and you want to get to know them and things like that. And yeah, and then also like small investments help as well. Because I was saying how I wanted to do the green screen thing, but the thing is they cost £160 a pop. Those screens do.
Do they?
Yeah, so then decided to go get a blind, which is blue.
Whose
Because
idea was that? Was it mine?
Romy helped with that one. I think it was everyone's idea, kind of. Like Romy mentioned it. I think you mentioned it. I think you also said to check Wilco's for blinds.
Mm.
And yeah, because I saw this in Wilco's.
I let Romy have that credit, even though it could have been me.
Because it's blue, and people forget you can use blue as green screen, because blue is used quite commonly for green screen in movies and shows and stuff. You know, when somebody's wearing green, then they use a blue screen. If they're wearing blue, they use a green screen. So you can use either of the colours, and that cost me £14, wasn't it?
Mm.
My camera, which is quite expensive, I think £80 to £100 or something, got it for £18 or £20 because I bought it second hand at CEX, and they're great for good quality second hand stuff. And the only most expensive of my investments is this microphone, and that is because I've been struggling with microphone sounds for ages, haven't I?
No, we struggled at the beginning, didn't we, with it all?
Like the constant hissing noise if I turned it up, or if it was too quiet, and then eventually I was just like, I'm going to have to get it. And I think it was a good investment because it's good quality. I can control it to turn the volume up, so it could be really loud if we wanted to, or really quiet if I wanted to, which means I've got to speak louder, or I could just control it from here. And I can plug my headphones into it and listen to audio through it and control the volume through that. So it's multi-use. And then I can mute. And there we go again. And yeah, so that, like, just little bits. You work yourself up, you build. Like, you won't be brilliant at first, and then you just kind of work your way up over time.
What's YLYL?
YLYL. I thought you probably want to talk about your thing first before we move on.
Which one? What, the last meal?
No, you're going to talk about something else, as I was mentioning about streaming. And then I said, hang on, and then...
No, that's no good to me. My brain's like a sieve. What? Say something to trigger me off again. If anybody knew what was said, type it to us. Type it now.
So I'll say somebody came to me for advice about streaming.
What about the other one? What's YLYL mean anyway?
You laugh, you lose.
No, we're not doing that. I'll
So
lose.
I thought we could focus on the other topics that we were going to talk about.
Yeah,
before.
that's fine. Do you want to tell them about what we had yesterday, our experience yesterday? Walking the dogs?
Yeah, that was it. That was the thing you're on about. That was what you wanted me to talk about.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so yesterday we were walking the dogs, taking a nice long walk.
Have you noticed I am sitting here quiet and letting him talk for a change? Because if you watch the original podcast...
You are allowed to talk.
I'd be like, do you remember? I was always chatting.
Like now.
Chatting. And I let him talk this time round, don't I? Wasn't I a nice mummy?
So yeah, yesterday we took the dogs on a nice long walk. We've got to take them for a walk later as well, because, well, I'll be taking them for a walk because I haven't done that yet today.
I'll be cooking.
And on the way, as we're getting close to home, this van stopped next to us. This looked like a big moving van or something like that.
Yeah,
or like a big
it had
work van or
removers
something.
on the side of it.
So yeah, they stopped beside us and they said they recognised us from somewhere.
Yeah, well, he said to me, he says, I recognise you from the TV. So I replied, well, which one? The news or a TV programme?
It's the TV programme.
TV programme.
Rich House Poor House.
Yeah, or Rich
House
House
having
Poor
a good
House.
chat with these people.
Everything, that was nice, wasn't it? And I said, oh, well done, oh, I really loved it. I was like, oh, thank you.
They asked us if we got on holiday.
Oh yeah, they said, did you get a holiday? I went, no. He said, did you take the money and went on holiday? I said, no, I wanted to, but they wouldn't let me.
Yeah, the crew tell us to spend the money because they'll have to reclaim it if we don't. So
yeah, they take the money back off you. So if we had 60 quid outstanding, they take that back off you.
So just
So we
spend it.
and I gave the others £10 dinner money, didn't I, every day, which was quite nice actually. Giving them £10 dinner money because
when they went to school.
Or college.
Yeah, school and college at the time, and now we're all
like,
kind of finished.
10 quid, yeah, no problem. But that would have been nice if I could have done that years ago. But no, I wasn't in the financial stability to do that. Shame. You had take back lunches. What else? Yeah, so that was nice. And yes, when Rich House Poor House, when we were on the other week, I messaged somebody that I know and I said, oh, I'm on TV, Channel 5
Yeah,
this
they keep
time.
showing the episode again.
And I had a reply of the male friend saying at KAK sort of town councillor going, "What, Crime Watch?"
Saying you're on TV again, they're like, what, Crime Watch?
Yeah. Cheers, Sean Ford. Crime Watch. Thank you very much. God, could you imagine if I did a crime and then I was on Crime Watch? Freaking, they'll have a meltdown. The systems, the boards, everything will have a meltdown. We've never experienced this before. There we go. We know her from Kings Lynn, Stafford, Stoke, everywhere. We know her. We've seen her.
You're your own mini celebrity, you are, aren't you?
I am, but I just don't get the money of a celebrity. I always say that. Everybody knows more about me,
Still
and
poor.
I don't have the money of a celebrity. I think I should. God help him if I did come on, it'd be a meltdown session,
Still
wouldn't
poor.
it? Yeah. What we will turn that corner.
Well, speaking of being on
soon.
TV, as you said, you're on the news, weren't you?
Yes, I was on the news the other day, and he's going to show you a clip.
Yep,
Because
so
I'm running for Lincolnshire.
if you want to
Kent.
put your headphones on.
So next week I could be,
Sorry,
when I do this
spell.
podcast, I could be Councillor Carter Begbie, LCC.
Lincolnshire County Council, make sure you vote
Yeah.
for Carter Begbie.
That's what it could be.
So I'm going to put
So-
the video up so we can watch
It's
it.
quite nice actually, isn't it?
Uh,
To the town.
I have to play this in two separate ways because one is for you guys to see, then one is for us to see. So our reaction might be a little delayed than what you see, by like a couple seconds. All right, you ready?
The A1 used to run through Stamford here. In the county council elections, the town is split into two divisions either side of the road. In Stamford West, the Conservative candidate says they will fix the battered road.
Right here in Red Lion Square. Just the other week I was announcing a £1 million investment in improving the road surface here in Stamford.
And he's promised to push for more environment-friendly ways of getting around.
I'm standing on a Vote Blue, Go
Tim,
Green ticket.
what?
I'm very much
For the
trying
road?
to instill a
Don't
new
need
sense
to.
of
Concrete
environmental
into the-
awareness,
You said
trying to
tarmac or
deliver
something, couldn't they?
green transport
Or
upgrades,
do a
including
cement
electric
thing
charge
and have the
points, more
patterns,
cycling ability, more
which we 10
active
times
transport.
cheaper.
Labour say Stamford is growing
Yeah, a
in
bit of a waste,
size
isn't
and
it?
needs more services,
we're gonna fight
especially when
against
it
that.
comes to schools and health.
We're looking to see if we can make sure that the education system in Stamford is in a better provision. We have huge issues with the NHS at the moment and doctors' surgeries. We need to be looking at
And
those and how they
outside,
are going to, be improved, but also what provision they give to a growing town, and it is growing. So we need to make sure that there is something there for everybody.
So that's Labour and the
Yeah,
Conservatives.
that's done.
But there's
Yeah,
actually
21
three
some
more
masks.
candidates here, all independent.
Steve Carroll wanted to meet us by a school. He says as a local independent, he also wants to push for new school places.
Let's meet by a
He's,
school.
he's sulking with me at the moment.
have got thousands of
He
new
is.
houses
I
on the
text him, he's
horizon,
read his
and,
texts.
there hasn't
I
been
rang
a
him and he hadn't
solution to
answered the
address
phone
these
to me, so
problems.
he's sulking
So I
with
can
me. My
highlight these
followed
problems, and I will
colleague
push
is
for
sulking
extra
with me.
resources where needed.
I'm gonna
Angela
tell him
Carter
eventually on the
Begbie is
podcast.
focused on getting better public transport for the elderly, and she wants more in the town
Oh,
for
he's
younger people.
smiling.
We need new insight on things. We need somebody new coming in. Sometimes having a different party might shake them up a little bit and think, well, yes, we need to listen to another person. We need to listen to another voice. I'm on a low income myself, so I can completely understand where people are coming from.
We met up with a third independent candidate, Richard Cleaver,
4
on a
leaflets
housing
he's put
estate
through my
which he
letterbox.
says has been
Has he?
forgotten
Two the
for
same
too
like
long.
them.
A GP
And then
surgery
there's
tops his list.
I have a
Two
proven
other
track
different
record
ones,
of
I'm like,
campaigning on
for
all these
God's
issues
sake.
before the election started, particularly on the
I
health.
find it funny because he sounds like
but
Boris.
also on green spaces and education and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
but it's like
Particularly
we
certainly
argued,
there's a lack of
the town council
supermarket
argued
in here.
against Aldi
particularly
going where
with
they
there's a
are.
lot
They
more
want
new developments
where we
further up
are,
here,
the other
but
side
we're
of
not
the
in the middle
town.
of it here.
And
In the 70
SKDC
Lincolnshire
overruled us.
divisions, there are more
So,
than 70
you know what I mean?
candidates
So like him
standing as
saying that,
independents,
but our battle
all in
is
an
with
alliance outside the
SKDC.
main parties. And last time, 8 won seats, more than Labour. Tony Rowe, BBC East Midlands Today, Stamford.
Well, like somebody had a moan at me about public transport, but there's no proper public transport in Stamford. The buses stop at a certain time, so you get the train, and when you're on a low income, you can't get that, and then you can't get A to B to Stamford because there's no buses, and I think we should have some more.
when
But I'm not going to
London-
say any more of that because if I don't get in, I'm still going to fight a different way because I'm a town councillor.
But you can
But
still talk about what your
on the
goals
other
are here.
hand, on the other hand, I plan
Stop.
to sort certain things out as a town council. But if I've got an LCC, I will come up with the suggestion how they can do it, but I'm not willing to say how they can do it because I don't want somebody nicking my ideas, because that's what you find in these. Like, I know a few people that will come out with ideas and there's another one that jumps in, shouts louder, and then it's like they're the ones that get recognition for it, when it's actually somebody else that come out with it.
You wanna
So I'm
challenge.
just keeping my cards close to my chest, and if I get in, I get in. If I don't, it's not the end of the world. I still can do my battles as a town councillor.
As you saying, how SKDC are they're kind of ignoring.
Ignore Stamford Town, yeah, they ignore the residents of Stamford Town.
So you want to give them a good shake them
Oh,
up?
I'd give them. Yeah, well, you see, the problem is with Stamford Town, it's been under Conservative power for a very, very long time, and then nothing's really changed. See, we come from my hometown, your birth town, which is Stafford, they used to have a canteen with school dinners and this, that, and the other. And then when I moved here, and I know they cut back at one stage with the canteens. They got rid of the canteen, so when you had your school dinners, you didn't really have school dinners. They got transported in, and it's like, well, they shouldn't be transported. This is when, because Labour then took over, Conservative got rid of it, Labour took over, then brought it in. Because they got rid of the kitchens, they had to have food then transported in, which isn't still very nice. School dinners need to be cooked on the shop.
Fresh.
I think, yeah, and
Fresh,
Casterton, I think Casterton Primary School, they cooked them fresh. They had a dinner lady there, a chef there. But there's a small, but that's under Rutland. So, and this is what I was trying to explain to somebody the other day. It doesn't matter if you've got Conservative in power, the power then goes on whoever is in your town. So if you've got an independent party, they will have more of a say than a Conservative party. So each town will have its own, then whoever is in charge then. But I didn't realise this. Say we've got Conservative in now and Labour came in. I didn't realise this, but all the council offices change staff and everything, change a rota around, which is a bit daft, because to me, it doesn't matter if you're Labour, Conservative or whatever. If Mary Jane's doing that job, Mary Jane should carry on doing that job regardless whatever party comes in. You know, but they swap them around, and I think that's wrong. That needs to be stopped. You know, because you could be dealing with somebody who's in a bit of a crisis, and then you go, well, oh, sorry, Mary Jane, I'm giving an example here. I don't know if there is a Mary Jane at these offices. She's no longer in that department. She's now been shipped to that department, and you have to go through all the process again, which I think is wrong. Unless they want to change, that person wants to change career path.
Okay. You come in and make a new rule to be like,
well, it's something I'll look into, and I'll tell you what I'll look into as well, will be the council tax. I believe, yeah, you've got to pay your council tax, you know, I haven't got a begrudge, but I hate the way they talk to people. I hate the rudeness of the council letters. That is one thing I'm going to go, because I want to do a statistic. Let's have polite letters, and I'll do a chart and a pie, and with nice letters going out, see if people pay.
with the original letters.
And another town with original letters, and see how rude they are. I just find them rude. I just completely, and the gas balls when they come in, if you're not in at so and so time, you're classing this as blah 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 blah. That is illegal offence. Well, hold on, mate. Don't turn around and tell me what time you come into my house when I've got work. What you do is say your time is due up. Could you please contact us so we can
Arrange a date.
Yeah, not we are coming in on this day. I hate it because you live in social housing. They think that nobody works. They all think you're a dole bunches, and it really, really, really gripes me more than anything. The rudeness of them. Yes, go Angela, kick up Lincoln and the government up the bum. Wouldn't it be funny if I got in and then another 10 years I'll be running for MP?
Yeah.
I wouldn't put up with half of these stuff that go on. Oh, that gate's fallen off the post, so that's Lincolnshire County Council. Oh no, that's South Kesteven County Council. No, Lincoln, I'll be going. I don't care who it is. You've got 2 hours, get it sorted, or else I'll roll your heads. I don't care, I want it done.
It's kind of silly how some people vote, for example, like, they just kind of stick with a specific party regardless. So, for example, let's say person A always votes Conservative no matter who, person B always votes Labour no matter who, and like, really, people got to get out of this mindset of saying, oh, I want to stick with this party and that's it for the end. Like, you got to like read up on who who you're voting for and like decide from that point. You don't just stick with the party just because it's the party you usually support. You vote for like who you find will be beneficial. Because there's people out there that just stick to a party.
It's like a
and
few
that's it.
people will they say, oh, it's a wasted vote. Like if you go along and you draw a Tinky Winky in Conservative box, you've actually voted Conservative even though you're calling them a PRICK. You actually voted for them. If you don't vote, your vote actually is classed as a vote because you voted for somebody, because you haven't made the effort to vote them out, that they see that as you're happy with them in. So technically your vote then still goes to that person. If what you got to do, if you don't like any of the parties, is you go down and you put a big massive cross against the whole of them all, and that is then classed as an unhappy vote because you made the effort. And this bit where they go, oh, women gave up their lives so you could vote. No, women gave up their lives for us to have free will. So I would say more go for voting that way, because when the minute you say that, they go, no, I say free will. But then don't moan if the party you've got aren't doing the things you want to do because you haven't casted a vote. And it's annoying. But like Stamford Town's been under Conservative that long that they're blasé. Their attitude is blasé. Well, it doesn't matter because we're going to get voted in again. I mean, look at it when UKIP was coming underneath really high and they overtook Labour and everything, and it got Conservative worried. That's what you need to do. You've got to, sometimes you might go, well, I don't particularly want to vote, they're idiots. Well, you've got to vote to give them a bit of a scare, because if you give them a scare, they want to stay in power no matter what MP you've got. They want to stay in power and be paid. So they have got to stick by what policy they're going to bring, because if you don't, then they get worried, then they don't want to lose their seat. The seat is by how many people sit in a chair and goes into the Parliament. So you've got a seat, so they allocated so many chairs and you'll vote into that seat. That's what it's all about. Okay. This bit. I don't need to do any more.
So, now, back to...
So anyway, yeah, that's a bit of... And I said we never talk politics on here. I mean, I talked a little bit, but no, I'm not saying who to vote for, because that... I'm just explaining. Yeah, I'm explaining how the system kind of works a little bit. I most probably get someone to go, no, it doesn't. I go like, for example, if you've got a football team, you've got 3 managers, and you don't want to vote for that any of them, and you get a manager that you don't like, but you haven't voted for the one you like, then don't moan that you got manager B in when you wanted manager C in if you didn't vote.
Right. If you don't vote, don't complain if your one doesn't get in. Simple as.
Suddenly these things aren't getting done, don't moan about it. If your potholes aren't getting done, don't moan about it, because you've got to give them a kick up the bum. And sometimes, that's what I said, they need a shake. They sometimes need a shake.
Now, straying away from politics, YLYL, as you asked for.
Yes.
Oh, also just a quick. I don't know if messages are still working okay or not, because Nick pointed out that he was having troubles.
Oh, was it?
Last week, yeah, he couldn't message through YouTube, so he had to go to Facebook to do it.
Oh, bless him.
So
Nick.
I don't know if it's improved or not.
How you doing, darling?
You just have to drop us a message somewhere, like on Facebook or something. Lovely.
Feels husky, doesn't it? My voice feels husky, not like that's delicate.
But yes, you laugh, you lose. So I thought some content for maybe my vlog channel or something. I could do some you laugh, you lose videos. I could do one with me and Auntie Ange. We could do one with me and Callum, and then one with me and Emily.
We've got no chance. I would laugh all the time, so I've lost before we even opened the mouth.
I've laughed at some things that you didn't find funny.
Yeah, but you're a weirdo.
So I thought we could do something like that, and then I thought we could do like a video where all of us are in one video and we can do a laugh, you lose challenge. And then I got to think of something. I got to think of like a forfeit for us, like what happens if we lose. So I get, like the 3 life thing that these YouTubers always do. So I thought of doing stuff like that.
Go against it, because I lose.
Yeah, but then it means you could do a funny forfeit for Auntie Ange. Anyway, speaking of ideas and content ideas, I've made a new addition to the Discord server.
Oh, bless you. What?
I thought of adding a new little feature to our Discord server, an ideas submission. So people can add ideas to this channel, and they can say, you know, they can suggest ideas for us to do, like challenges or games to play on stream, or you know, discussions to talk
Crash
about.
Bandicoot for me, thanks.
And you know, like ideas, like script. They could probably drop a script or something that they like the thought of, that they can that we can make a film of, or cartoon or whatever. So yeah, join our Discord. Go and submit your ideas into the Discord server.
That's that one. Yeah, anything else?
So join our Discord. The link's all down there. To get some ideas. We can do your ideas, and then in the video would say this idea was submitted by blah blah. And if you're a Patreon supporter, you get priority in ideas. So like, if we see a bunch of ideas and we see a Patreon supporter idea, we'll mostly target the Patreon supporter idea. So, you know, another reason to support us on Patreon. Yeah.
See how long my hair's grown?
Yeah.
I haven't had it since I had it cut as a pixie cut.
Oh.
And then I let it grow. That's what, within 2 years? That's bloody long for 2 years.
And I guess to finish up our podcast today, we could talk about the last meal.
Might be growing my hair again.
Okay, cool. Our last topic being the last meal.
I'll grow it most probably down here and then get annoyed and then chop it off. And
Yeah.
then do the
What?
lockdown.
I've moved up to a different topic. Why are you coming off topic?
Because I like aggravating you.
So, last meal.
What would your last meal be?
Now, it doesn't have to be like if you're being executed or anything like that. Like, just let's, I don't know, something
What
happens.
did we come
like,
out
you're
with
gonna...
the other day? And I said, oh, we used that as a subject, and I was taking the mic. Oh, yes, I remember now. Are you ready for this? I'll wait till he's finished.
No, because I said our last topic would be last meal.
Yeah?
Just say your thing quick.
No, you say, no, this is about the last meal. I couldn't remember what we discussed when we were sitting on the sofa the other day, and then I remembered. So, you tell them what your last meal will be, and I'll tell everybody what mine will be.
Right, so for example, if something has happened, like, I don't know, we'll disappear or something one day, or die or whatever.
The world will blow up.
The world will come to an end or whatever. My last meal will be a mega combo of McDonald's, KFC, Nando's, Domino's.
Yeah, but what would you eat last?
Yeah,
Nando's.
this is a combination all in one big meal.
Yeah, no, but
out your meal. So I'll have the butterfly burger from Nando's.
So you'll eat your favourite meal first then?
Oh.
Yeah, because in case you're full up.
Nah, because if we're going to go, I might as well just stuff myself until I'm bloating.
Explode.
Yeah, so I'll have...
So the will blow up, but you'll blow up with the food.
Oh, of course. So I'll have my butterfly burger from Nando's, because I love that. I'll have my double quarter pounder from McDonald's, the KFC chicken, maybe Domino's pizza, because I quite like Domino's pizza, the meat feast, or go for that meat feast from Eastern Toppings, because they're good pizzas.
Oh, I've worked with them. You've just promoted them.
I know, it's just sponsor us.
I will tell them that you've mentioned them on this podcast, and they have to now subscribe.
I think there was another one as well, because there's quite a few restaurants I really like, and I want them to be my finishing. Ooh, fish and chips from takeaways. So I do love good chippy, battered sausage. Try and stuff all that in one go. Ooh, nuggets from McDonald's as well.
Oh my god.
Maybe the chicken selects. I'll probably eat the entire menu of all those restaurants.
If I was on death row, right?
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't know where to start with the other one, because I just love my grub. If I was on death row, and I have my meal, and they'll say, what is your dessert? I'll go McDonald's McFlurry. And do you know why I say that? Because the machine's always bloody broke.
So delay.
So delaying me time
Delayed
on the earth a
execution.
bit longer. Yeah, I thought that's what we was talking about it one day. And I said something about...
It's because I showed you the meme from the McDonald's McFlurry.
Oh yeah, because it's always broke, isn't it? I mean, come on, let's face it. Every time you go to McDonald's, about once out of 10 it will work. The rest of the 9 it's broken down. Oh, can I have a McFlurry? No, the machine's broke today. Ah, can I have a McFlurry? Yeah, the machine's working today. Oh, is the machine working because I want a McFlurry? No, it's broke. Just my luck, because I was at work on my death row day.
Yeah.
We've had enough of you. Let's send you to Satan. Do back down, and suddenly this earthquake happens, and this volcano suddenly appears out of nowhere, and this Satan appears. You know, I've gone down there to torture him. You know, he's met his match.
Yeah, he'll be coming to Earth to escape you.
Yeah, he'll be knocking on the pearly doors. Please, please, I know I'm the fallen angel, but forgive me. You sent me down a worse demon than me. She's aggravating me. She tells me off. Her mum voice comes out.
So you'll go for the McDonald's McFlurry as your dessert.
As my dessert.
I think I'd get that as well, just because I like the McDonald's
Right, because
McFlurries.
if the world's going to blow up, it's not going to blow up until you've had your McFlurry. So the world can't blow up until you've had your McFlurry.
So let us know in the
it'd be
chat
like
or the comments what your last meal would be.
No rude ones, please. Goodbye.
And she pretends she's the innocent one.
I am very naive to some people out there. I know, and you and your brothers.
Yeah, I said something. I said something the other day, and you were like, "Is it rude?" I was like, "No, mother." It takes a dirty mind to think of dirty things.
No, it's just I have to be careful
She was
I have
being
got grown
rude.
boys. I can't say teenagers because
I
they're not
am
teenagers
an innocent
anymore.
boy.
The other one that hits 21. And if anybody knows what a bunch of boys are like, they go a bit rude.
I am an innocent child. I'm an innocent Christian child.
Anyway, I suppose we've got to wrap up now because it's 6:36, isn't it?
Yeah. So, thanks for watching, everybody.
I would like to carry on chatting to you, but I've got to sort one of my cars out. I've got to cook tea.
Just have like an extension on this channel. It's like a Auntie Ange talks, and it would just be you never ending.
Oh gosh, yeah. If you want to go to sleep, shall we do on my own channel? If you've got sleeping difficulties, let me talk to you. You'll soon fall asleep. Within 3 seconds.
But yes, thanks for watching. So check out our links, mindstorm-productions.org, or support us on Patreon at patreon.com/mindstormproductions, especially if we're working on a film soon.
Phone in the bum.
Sometime next month. So there's that. And also join the Discord, discord.gg/KAVKZPS, and you can submit your ideas to our Discord channel.
Ah, cool. Cool. Anyway, hello, bye bye Nikki, bye bye Nikki.
And follow us on Twitter. I'm at @the_Mindstorm, and Auntie Ange is at Auntie Ange Game. And we'll see you next week.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Say that it feels right.